Yeah, as we gather here for another discussion, the critical issue of food security in Africa. It's essential to address the sobering reality that by the year 2050, the continent's population is projected to reach a staggering 4.1 billion people. Then the global population is going to be 9.1 billion people by 2050. This exponential growth carries profound implications for Africa's ability to feed its population or people and ensure the well-being of the years to come. So with such a rapid expanding population, the demand for food will skyrocket. And that will be placing immense pressure on Africa's agricultural system. Already, the continent faces significant challenges in meeting the nutritional needs of its citizens, with millions of people suffering from hunger and so many others suffering from malnutrition. So the prospects of an even larger population only exacerbates these challenges and, of course, makes it even difficult. This underscores the urgent need for action. So, African leaders, please recognize that ensuring food security is not just a moral imperative, but also a strategic necessary for the continent's future stability and prosperity. So to effectively address these issues, there's some one or two key issues that I want to discuss. African leaders must invest and prioritize putting in resources into agricultural infrastructure. This is including irrigation system, transportation networks, and storage facilities. So they must improve infrastructure so that people will have an enhanced and efficient food production. And you cannot produce the food, then you have to have a distribution system. You must also have a storage system. And then ultimately, you must continue making food available and, of course, reducing waste. Too much waste just increases poverty. I think the other thing is African leaders must support smallholder farmers. These smallholder farmers are the backbone of agriculture in Africa. You know, there have been need to have huge farms, but the smallholders still take a big percentage of farming. But yet, they often lack access to essential resources and support. So they need support. African leaders must implement policies and programs that empower smallholder farmers so that they have access to land, they must have access to credit, inputs, and of course, training. You know, it's hard to continue farming using old rudimental ways of farming. So farmers of today must continue with learning. So the government must provide training. So because I believe that by investing in smallholders, agriculture or farmers, we can unlock the sector's potential so that they can increase food production and alleviate poverty. So, and that of course will impact the sustainable agriculture. Now, I also do understand that climate change has become very severe in Africa. What that means is we must prioritize agricultural practices that promote resilience and mitigate environmental degradation. So protect the environment and look for food that is resilient to the climatical change. Of course, we must invest in agroecology and, of course, the conservation of agroecology or agroecological agriculture. Then we must also get involved in climate smart technologies that can enhance productivity while preserving natural resources for future generations. So, smart technologies, smart farming being sent to the smallholder farmers with the support of the government by providing training, input, and access to land and credit. And then the markets. So once they are able to produce this, the leaders or the government must assess or provide access to markets so that when they produce, they can sell this produce. It's crucial or critical for farmers to be able to sell their produce so they can earn a livelihood and then grow more, do more farming. So we must work to remove barriers to market access. They should be able to access their products or access the markets so that they can move their product from one location to the other location. Of course, leaders or countries must include trading accessibility. Remove all these barriers. Why? You have to remember, African continent is poor because of the borders, artificial borders that were created. These artificial borders are making it difficult for people to sell their products or uh, transfer knowledge and education. So African Union must be working on issues like I talked before about visa-free so that people have access, they can move from one place to another, and thereby cross-training or cross-population other people with education. So having borderless continent or countries is a good way for us to curb these world hunger issues. So it's essential to address a critical issue that affects the future, again, not just of Africa, but the entire world. The urgent need for innovation in agriculture is at the highest level we've ever seen in a long time. You know, while we've made a lot of change, we've made strides. The emergence of agri-tech solutions is there. But in Africa, right now, I think there's over 400 agri-tech solutions in terms of farming. But the truth is that we need more than just the 400 or so that are present. You know, we need to increase in the technology as of, on top onto the solutions. So the real mission should be to empower smallhold farmers, provide them with cutting-edge solutions, and then revolutionize their practices and address the pressing challenges of food security. So with the vast agricultural potential, Africa holds the key to feeding the whole world. Agriculture actually contributes to about 35% of Africa's GDP. And also Africa possesses the majority of the world's arable land. So if they increase the food production, increase the use of this arable land, then we can face food scarcity or decline or end starvation. Despite these abundant resources, many smallhold farmers struggle with outdated technologies. They have limited access to technology and also market inefficiencies. So we have to harness the power of agripreneurs. An agripreneur is somebody who is an entrepreneur for agriculture. It's visionary individuals who are willing to take the lead to change towards smart, sustainable farming practices. These agripreneurs are not only able to provide increase in yield, they can also provide increase in efficiency and also provide increase in profitability in agriculture. Then also, they can provide an element of driving a higher uptake in technology among smallholder farmers. So the journey towards agricultural innovation in Africa has been hindered by various obstacles. African leaders have been slow to embrace the green economy, and they're also not prioritizing investment